Donuts. What's up, y'all? It's D, No Wheel Drive 229. We're in a new spot now, by the way. We moved. We haven't really moved everything yet, but it's much bigger, much better place. So, yeah, I'm liking it so far. 2 bedrooms. Pretty good view. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's restaurants right there. So we got restaurants like a plaza right under us. More in the heart of the city, kinda. So as the sun sets over there. But yeah, we like it. It's cool. It's cool. And it has covered parking, which is the biggest thing. So, you know, been keeping the Z under wraps, keeping it away from dirt and bad things like that. But let's go outside. Let's go to the Z. Where's she at? Bam. There we go. Sitting over there kind of sinister. Kind of sinister. Notice how far I parked. Car guy had to park far from the thing, but there she go. Quick view of the Z. It's gonna be our topic of discussion today. So there it is, the Z06. So what are we gonna be talking about today? We're gonna talk about the money today. I'm sure everybody's been waiting on this. People, you know, always want to know. So we gotta talk money today. Let's hop in the car. Let's hop in the car and talk money. See if you can see me. Still see me in the car. Oh, okay, yeah, you can see me in the car. So yeah, we're gonna just chill, hop in the car, and talk money. So I'm gonna make 2 videos. The first one's going to be about like the monthly payments, how much the car was. The second one is going to be a topic that a lot of people have. There's kind of 2 trains of thought when buying a car as far as financing, so we'll talk about that or whatever in the second video. But as far as the first one, it's going to be the first one. How much are my payments on the Z06? To give you a short answer, it's about $1,000, and I put no money down. The car was like $88,000. No money down, $1,000 payment. So I know in your head you're like, you must have financed it for like 10 years. No, but I'm going to explain how in a second. Let me just get comfortable. All right, so first of all, we're going to talk about how much the car was. Okay, the car, like I said, it was like 88. It was like 88,000. They do give big discounts off, about 10 grand, but you know, taxes eat up 5 grand, you know, right back into that. And the Audi had been wrecked. I don't know if y'all remember the video, the hit and run, and that brought down my value on that. So I was a little bit underwater, and instead of using my capital to, you know, get it even, I have it, you know, in case. But, you know, because they were giving such a big discount, you know, I rolled it over. So it's, you know, I still broke even. It's pretty much like I got the car still without paying any tax, because the sticker on it was 89. The sticker on this particular car was like 89 with the options it has. It is a 1LZ, but it has a couple options: the PDR, the red seats, the auto tranny is an option, the gas guzzler tax is, you know, you gotta pay all that. So just a couple options. So sticker was like 89. I got it for 88, even with a little bit rollover, and even with taxes added in. So, you know, great deal. They're giving great deals off Z06s, guys. So, you know, you should easily be able to get 10 grand off. Easily. Like, you should be able to walk in there and just be like, I want 10 grand off. If they say no, we'll walk out. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's the great thing about this car. Like, not only is it already cheaper than everything else that it competes with, but they're giving discounts off. So, you know, definitely go check that out if you guys are looking at one. And yeah, so I'm gonna do another video about why I didn't sell the Audi instead of, you know, trading it in like I did. But, you know, we'll make a separate video about that. So I guess there'll be 3 kind of money videos coming soon, but this is the first one. So Yeah, unfortunately that wreck brought the value down on the Audi. And it's crazy because you know that little check the insurance gives you for the loss in value of your car is never like enough, because it was like, that check was like $300 that they claim it lost in value, but nobody was. And if I was buying an S5, I wouldn't want a wrecked one either. So you know, I get it, like it's worth at least 2-3 grand less than one that hasn't been wrecked. Like that's just what it is, you know what I'm saying? 1-2-3 grand, you know what I'm saying? It's a luxury car. You don't want it to have been wrecked, especially where it was wrecked. It was wrecked in the front, you know what I'm saying? And I know that it was just a, you know, it was just hit while it was parked, and you know, I drove it home and it was fine. It was just, you know, minor damage. But to somebody, to the consumer buying the car, they don't know that. So I understand, I kind of get that. So you know, that brought that down a little bit. But anyway, that's that story. Boom. So that's the dynamics of the deal pretty much. So we're at 88,000 financed, right? So I didn't put any money down. Could have, but didn't. And once again, that'll be the second video as to why I didn't. But this one's just the fact. This is just the money side. Like, this is just literally how much my payment is, and then we'll get into the why and all that later. But so no money down, 88,000. So I used a credit union to finance, and it's called PinFed. And if you've never heard of them, they're the Pentagon's credit union, like Navy Federal. You know, there are a lot of credit unions that are affiliated with the government or military or whatever. This is just another one of those. But PinFed is interesting because they have a program that is pretty much a forced lease, and that's what I ended up doing. And so how it works is, on a brand new car, they pretty much give you how much it's gonna be worth in 5 years. They just give you that money, and you don't have to finance that part, if that makes sense. Example, so like for this car, for example, they look and they see how much Z06s are worth in 5 years. For this one, they say it'll be probably worth about $33,000, which is probably right. If you look, Zs don't really depreciate quite as bad as Stingrays, or you know, regular Corvettes. If you look, for instance, right now, try to find a C7 Z06, anyone from 50, because they're from 15 up. Try to find one less than $60,000. You're gonna be hard pressed to find one in decent shape less than $60,000. Pretty much not gonna happen. So you're pretty much gonna lose about 10K every year in depreciation on average. And so pretty much what they do is they say, okay, in 5 years you can just give us the car back for this amount of money, and we'll take it back, and you're good. So pretty much you just finance the difference. Example, this car was 88, and I think it was like 33 that they gave me back. So, doing some quick math, is that $55,000? I think that's $55,000 is the difference. Maybe it was 32. It was 32 or 33. It was low 30s that they give me back. And so the difference was around $60,000. It was like 58 maybe. And so with that, and they gave me a 2.49% interest rate. And so my payment ended up being a little over $1,000. I think like $1,038 or something like that. So that's how much my payment is. So I know this might be foreign to some of you who've never looked into it. So everybody go and check it out if you don't believe me, or if you've never heard of PinFed. I think it's their payment saver program or something. Now, how do you get into PinFed? Either you have to work for the government, or your family member has to work for the government, or you gotta find your way in. Like I tell you, you know what I'm saying, you gotta find your way in. But if anybody you know works for the government or anything like that, then there you go. But definitely go and check it out, because this is probably going to be foreign to a lot of you. But that's pretty much how it works. Now why would I do something like that? Because you might say that seems kind of sketchy. So it's 60 months, and then at the end of that you can just either give it back, or you can make that balloon payment. But I know me, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of the car, because I never keep cars for a long time, especially the Z. I may, but I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I'm probably gonna trade it in, at least if not for a C8. You know what I'm saying? At that point. So when you buy a car straight up with a conventional loan, say you pay it off, when you go to try to trade it in, and I saw this with my S5. I fought and got up to what it was worth, or close to what it was worth. But they will try to lowball the crap out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will try to lowball the crap out of you for your trade-in. And of course, you can always sell it, but then you lose the tax benefits of trading it in, because there are tax benefits to trading it in, especially if you've paid it off. If you've paid it off, there's, you know, your car's worth $30,000. That's 7%, 7 times 30. That's 21. That's like $2,000 right there, which will eat greatly into the difference that you could have gotten if you sold it privately. Because usually you can only get, like, you know, maybe $3 grand more if you sold it privately. So, you know, so if you're gonna trade it in, they're gonna kill you on it anyway. So when you have an amount still left, then, you know, that's something that they'll give you, you know, for the car, because, you know, they want your business, they want you to buy a new car. Hey, I still owe what, you know, what the car's worth. I still owe that. Pay it, and I'll, you know, get a new car. So it's pretty much like you're financing the only depreciation, if that makes sense. Pretty much you're financing the depreciation of your car, if that makes sense. So, you know, I would definitely do your research and make sure it's something you want to do. If you plan on keeping your car forever, if you're not a car person, then I definitely wouldn't go this route. But for car guys, y'all should definitely check it out, see if you can get into it. They give super low interest rate. Like I say, I got 2.49. They, you know, they're great. They really work with you. And, you know, one of the subscribers, he's used it for a year. Like he said, he's bought like 4 cars with it, never had a problem. Always, you know, went smoothly. Never been, so you, like me, like I was worried, like, is this gonna leave me upside down at the end or anything? He said, he's like, no, he's like, never has that happened to him. You know, just don't dog the car out, obviously. I mean, don't put 200,000 miles in 5 years on the car, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you, you know, keep it, which I plan to keep the Z under, because I want to get something else to daily. So I plan to keep the Z. In 5 years, you should have like 50,000 miles on it. You know what I'm saying? I plan to keep it like 10K, maybe 12K a year. You know, just some average stuff. I live real close to work now, and, you know, I live close to everything. So shouldn't really, might do a couple road trips or something, but it shouldn't be too much, you know, hassle. But so that's that. Also, one last question people might have: can I do anything in the car? Because is it a lease? So it is not a lease. You finance the car through PinFed, so it's a financing. You own the car. It's not a lease, so you can do whatever you want to do to the car. You can mod it. It's pretty much, it's just like a conventional loan. It's just like you went to Chevy, and Chevy was like, okay, yeah, the car is 90,000, but I know it's gonna be worth 30,000 in 5 years, so just give me 60,000 in the meantime, just to cover that depreciation, and then you have it back. It's like a lease, pretty much. It's like a forced lease. So pretty much PinFed is like, they give you a check, and you can go anywhere with any car and give it to them, and, you know, it's financing, so, you know, they'll take the money. Like, trust me, like, I walked in the Chevy with a check for $9,000 like here, and they took it. But, you know, I have a lease. I only have to pay $1 grand a month, you know, for it. And so yeah, definitely just check it. I mean, use common sense, you know, make sure that it'll stay on course with depreciation. You know, obviously the first year, you know, you're gonna be off a little bit, but after that you should start to, you know, be pretty on track with being even with the car, because you definitely just don't want to leave yourself in a situation where you're super underwater. Like, that's not where you want to be. So definitely do that. Do your due diligence, check everything out, see if it's a good move for you personally, or, you know, maybe you might, you know, feel more comfortable with a traditional loan, maybe so. But I know me personally, I'm a big fan of using other people's money, and, you know, because I'm still young, like, I can invest my money in something else like I've been doing. So, you know, obviously I didn't get here by being retarded. So, you know, I'm gonna keep doing what I've been doing. It works good for me. So, I'm trying to think if there's any other questions y'all might have about the financing. But yeah, my car payment's like $1,300 or something like that. No, 1,038. Yeah, like 38, 37, one of those. But yeah, it's just $1 grand a month for a brand new C7 Z06 for 5 years, and, you know, give it back. And if you want to trade it in earlier than that, you can. Like say after 4 years, because usually after about 4 years, the guy who put me onto this, he said, you know, after about 4 years, he's always usually been even. So, you know, after 4 years, you can go ahead and trade it in then if you want to too. So yeah, so that's how much my payment is, $1,000. Like I said, we're gonna have some videos coming up soon about why I finance and not buy cash, and, you know, why I trade in, not sell, and, you know, some other money stuff. And just, I think I'm gonna do a video about tips about just how to buy a very high performance, you know, a higher priced car at a young age, because there are some steps that you need to go through in order to do that. So I'm gonna make that video. So yeah, y'all comment below, let me know, because I'm sure y'all got questions, right? Comment below, let me know what questions you have about my particular deal. Oh, I bought it from Rick Hendrick Chevy up in Duluth. They were cool. Comment any questions you have about my particular deal, the financing, PinFed, all that. Comment below if you have any questions. I'm sure you probably do. Comment below about what videos you want to see more about the money and the financial side, like the deals and stuff like that. Comment below if you have any questions, any videos you want to see. Especially if if you're a younger cat and you're trying to get your first really high performance car. Definitely comment below, let me know. Oh, insurance, I'm gonna make a video about that too. I know y'all wondering how much insurance is on a 650 horsepower car. So make that, comment all that, like, share, subscribe, y'all. And when you subscribe, hit the bell so that you'll know when we post videos, because we're gonna try to keep them coming real regular for y'all. So do all that. It's been D, No Wheel Drive 229. Y'all have a good day.